Kid. Got about 30 minutes to build, man. So hopefully y'all got about 30 minutes on this wonderful Sunday morning to chop it up and listen to the kid build. Feeling kind of inspirational and motivational this morning, man. Just got some words I want to share with y'all, man. Some thoughts that, you know what I'm saying, post-born day thoughts. A lot of people know yesterday was the boring day, man. So I, you know what I'm saying, do a lot of thinking and whatnot, man. These just some things that was on my mind, man. So hopefully y'all got about 30 minutes to listen to the kid build real quick. Let me know how y'all feeling, man. Let me know how y'all living, how this weekend been treating y'all, how this Sunday treating y'all. Hopefully everything is good. Hopefully everything is all peaceful on you all's end. Y'all know how I go, man. Just trying to keep everybody inspired, motivated, and encouraged. And in that process, keeping myself motivated, inspired, and encouraged and all of that good stuff, man. Because what good is it for me to motivate everybody else and I can't keep myself motivated and inspired? You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of pointless. You know what I'm saying? So if you're out here helping other people, you got to make sure you're saving yourself first. Got to save yourself first. Montel, peace, man. Everything was smooth, man. Didn't do too much. Kept it simple. But that's how I always keep it, man. So I just kept it simple, man. Just was chilling because that was much needed. Much needed. Magic, peace, what's happening? God is peace, queen. What's the word? What's the word? How we living, how we feeling out here on this wonderful Sunday? Like I said, we gotta talk about mental health for a little second, man. Mental health, brain health, whatever you want to refer to it as, man. It's cool to lose a few battles, man. Airview, peace, what's happening? It's cool to lose a few battles when it comes to the mental health, man. It's cool. Justin, peace, what's happening, my brother? Long as you don't lose the war, man. I had to make a post like that on Facebook, man. That's kind of inspired this stream, man. But I want to talk about it, though. Guys, peace, queen. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Trey being peace. What's happening? You know what I'm saying? Hit year 31 yesterday. As real peace. What's happening? Yeah, so the boring day was yesterday, man. I chilled out, man. Y'all already know, man. Chilling is what I do. Chilling is what I do. Out of boo, peace. What's happening? Yeah, so yeah, the born day was yesterday. For all that don't know, yeah, the born day was yesterday. So these like my post-born day thoughts, man. Stuff that I was thinking about, stuff that was on the mind. Peace, appreciate that, my brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, well, we gotta deal with the mental, man. Just in talking with a lot of people, just observing myself, observing my own mind and things along those lines, man. We all have a lot of trauma, a lot of unresolved conflicts, a lot of things that we leave unresolved and we never strive to reach a conclusion. We gotta stop doing that pertaining to our mental health, man. We gotta start resolving these conflicts, man. Things that happened to you way back in the day that you have suppressed, deal with it, man. Deal with whatever it was that you suppressed, whatever it was that happened to you back in the day that you have yet to like resolve. Deal with it. Bring it back to the surface and resolve it. Bring it back to the surface and resolve it, man, because that's tearing your health up, man. That's killing you. It's killing you. CC, peace, what's happening? It's killing you. And like I said, man, it's cool to lose a few battles with the mind. Losing a few battles is cool. Long as you don't lose the war. And a lot of times, man, when you losing the war is all of that. It's the suppression that I just talked about. That's how you lose the war, when you keep suppressing all of that energy, when you keep suppressing those feelings and emotions and you don't deal with these conflicts. That's how you end up losing the war. That's how your mind, that's how your mental ends up getting the best of you. Instead of you conquering it, it conquers you at that particular point when you just want to suppress everything. So we got to stop doing that, man. It's cool to lose a few battles, man. You're going to have days where you up. You're going to have days where you down. That's life. Everybody experiences those type of days, man. Those fluctuations, those ebbs and flows. Everybody experiences those, man. Some people just cling more so to the lower days. Some people cling more to the higher days. But everybody has days where they up and everybody has days where they are down. Some just have more down days than others. That's just the difference. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about your perception at the end of the day. But that perception becomes distorted when you don't deal with your feelings, when you don't deal with your traumatic experiences from the past, man. It can distort your perception. And you don't even know how it's distorted because you have buried these feelings and these emotions alive, so to speak. So we gotta stop doing that. Sage, peace, what's happening? We gotta stop doing that. Dominique, peace, appreciate that, my brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate that donation. You already know. Hey, you say keep cripping. Crazy. I got the blue pants on to go along with that. That's crazy. That's crazy. But you already know. We already know. We gonna keep it peaceful, man. We gonna keep it peaceful for sure. Create strategy. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. But yeah, man, I just had to do some introspection, man. I had to dig deep down in myself, man. And sometimes you just gotta acknowledge the truth. A lot of times we lie to ourselves, man. We try to tell ourselves that we good, everything is cool, when really it's not. So sometimes it's cool to be truthful. It's cool to tell yourself that you are not good. You are not okay. Like sometimes that's cool, man. Sometimes that's necessary in order for you to move forward, in order for you to progress in life. To acknowledge the fact that, hey, man, I'm not good. I'm not cool right now. I'm not feeling the best. Like I'm down, this, that, and the third. Like I'm depressed. Like it's cool to like acknowledge these things as long as you don't stay in that particular state. You know what I'm saying? Don't be in denial though. Y'all already know the cliche sayings that go along with being in denial. You know what I'm saying? So don't be in denial, man. Acknowledge the truth. If you're not feeling good today, acknowledge that. Because when you acknowledge that truth, now you are able to figure out why you're not feeling good. But if you're telling yourself you feel good when you don't, then you're not going to ever get to the bottom of why you feel off and imbalanced. When you admit the truth and say, man, I don't feel good today, then you're going to ask yourself the next question. The next question should always be why? I don't feel good today. Why? Like, what's wrong? Why am I not feeling good? That's going to lead to you reaching a conclusion as to why I do not feel good today. You know what I'm saying? So always acknowledge the truth, man. If you wake up and your feelings and emotions, they not in the best of spaces, acknowledge that reality. Acknowledge that reality. Acknowledge that reality. Keep it truthful, man. Keep it honest with yourself, man. Yeah, I don't feel good today, man. Like emotionally, mentally, man. I'm not there, man. Try to get to the bottom of it. Try to get to the bottom of why. Like, man, why I ain't feeling good today, man? What triggered my mental health to decline like this? And even when you feeling good, a lot of times we don't do this too. A lot of times we take feeling good for granted as well. Acknowledge the moments where you feel good so you can figure out what happened to make you feel good. What happened to activate that peace? Like, take note of that too. Take note of the things that make your mental health decline, and take note of the things that make your mental health incline, like go up, elevate. You know what I'm saying? Take note of all of these things. Take note of all of those things, man. Don't just take note of the bad. Take note of the good as well. So something is going to cause your mental health to increase, to improve. Take note of that as well. Like, what triggered my mental health to improve? Let me take note of that. When I did this, when I listened to this type of music, my mental health improved. Let me take note of that. Let me take note of that. Always taking notes is big, man. A lot of people take that for granted, just taking notes. It's like when I talk to some of my clients, I tell them, man, keeping a food diary, a food log, man, that's crucial. That could be crucial to your success because it will allow you to like document and measure things. You know what I'm saying? So if you trying to lose weight and you documenting and you journaling or keeping a food log in regards to the foods that you are eating, and you trying to lose weight, and then you go 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you notice that you're not losing, well, then you can analyze that food log. And that food log may give you the answers that you need. Like, man, all right, I'm eating these type of foods, man. Let me try to remove this and let me see what the weight do. So it gives you something to measure, man. A lot of times we try to go strictly off of memory. Stop making your mind work harder. Work smarter, man. Document some things. Write them down. Write them down. Document them. Journal. Log. You know what I'm saying? When you do something, pay attention to how it makes you feel. Write it down. Take note. When you go through something in your life, immediately jot down how you feel after you have experienced it. Write it down. Jot it down. Like, man, I went through this particular situation and it made me feel low. It made me feel real bad about myself. You know what I'm saying? Jot that down. Jot down how you felt. If you have an argument with your partner, if you have an argument with your moms, man, jot down how that made you feel. Jot down how that made you feel, and then jot down what approaches you could take next time to prevent it. Or if you got to deal with it to make it less destructive than it was. Jot all of these things down, man. That's how we get to the bottom of a lot of problems, jotting things down so we can look at it. Like, man, I got into an argument with my partner, man, and this is what caused the argument. This is where the argument went. This is when it went left field and it became crazy. Jot all of this stuff down. So next time you presented with a situation like that, now you got notes in the back of your mind. Now you got notes like, all right, hold on. Last time it went like this. When I said this, it went left field. So let me not say it this way this time. Let me not have that type of energy this time. Take note. Take notes. What they say, relax and take notes. That's what the songs say, man. Relax and take notes. Always take notes. Kansu, peace. What's happening? What's happening? Jay, my brother, peace. What's the word? Oh, yeah, Dominique, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Always be honest with the feelings, man. And you know what I'm saying? We can't be worried about, as men, a lot of times we worried about how we going to be labeled if we start talking about how we really feel. You know what I'm saying? If we say something like we feel sad or we feel hurt, a lot of times we feel like we're going to be labeled as soft because we know the type of society that we are in. We say something about feeling sad or hurt, then we automatically going to get labeled soft by most people, by our peers and whatnot. So a lot of times we suppress our feelings just off of the strength of that, keeping up this strong macho image. Hey, if something hurts you, man, let them know. Like, man, I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm distraught, whatever the case may be. Acknowledge that and then bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Just don't stay in that state. That is when you become weak, when you decide to stay in that state. So we cannot stay in the state. So when you acknowledge the fact that, man, I don't feel good, I'm sad, you got to bounce back. But if you say I'm sad and I'm hurt, and you stay in that state, that is what weakens you. That is when you become weak, when you stay in that state by a choice. You know what I'm saying? Because once you acknowledge it and you stay in that state, like that's a choice. That's your decision because you've already acknowledged the fact that you was hurt, that you was sad. So now when you stay in that state, that's all your choice. That's all your choice. That's all your choice. Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, definitely be honest, man. And that's what I'm learning, man. A lot of times, hey, I'm one of those ones that was brought up like that, man. We brought up like a real man's man, you know what I'm saying? Say we good even though we not. We feel like the fam can't afford to see us struggle. The fam can't afford to see us at that lowest point. You know what I'm saying? That's how pretty much I was raised. But it's like at times, I just got to acknowledge, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I'm not really cool right now. And hey, that type of honesty might save a relationship that you in because at least you letting your person know, you letting your spouse, you letting your partner know, your girlfriend know, your wife know, whatever she is or whatever he is. You know what I'm saying? You letting the partner know that, hey, man, I'm not in my best space right now. So this might not be the best time to come at me sideways or have certain discussions with me. That honesty is key because if you don't say anything and then they say the wrong thing to you and you snap, that just made matters worse. Opposed to you letting them know, like, man, I'm not in my best space mentally right now. I don't feel good. Don't feel like having these conversations. Just let me chill out for about an hour or two. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes letting your partner know that is crucial because, hey, I will be first one to tell you it can go left when you don't let somebody know that you're not in the best space right now mentally, and then they say the wrong thing to you because it don't take much. If y'all anything like me, when y'all get in that type of space mentally, it don't take much for you to snap. You almost feel like people should have some type of radar, like you should be able to know when I'm in a bad mood, like they should be able to read your mind. That's how I used to operate. Like you should be able to tell that I'm not in the best of moods right now just based off my mannerisms. But what they say, closed mouths don't get fed, man. So sometimes you just got to let people know, like, hey, man, look, listen, today ain't the day. I'm not feeling it today. So just chill out today, man. Don't be bothering me today on some nonsense. Like I'm just not in that type of mood. Boom. Let them know that. Let them know it out the gate. Let them know it out the gate. That's one of the best things you could do. Let people know that out the gate. Now, if they choose to disrespect that after you let them know, then, hey, they asking for it at that point. If you let somebody know that you're not in your best space and they still violate you, hey, you warned them. You did your part. You warned them. You like, man, I'm not in the best space. Please leave me alone. If they choose to bother you after that, you warned them. You warned them. So at that point, you may have to just remove yourself from that environment because at that point, like they intentionally trying to get you to snap. When you warn somebody about how you feeling and it's not in the best of states, and you didn't politely warn them, like, please do not bother me, and they still bother you after you done warned them, you just gotta leave at that point. Unless you want to get physical. Because you're gonna get physical, you're gonna get upset. You're gonna snap. You're gonna snap. Magic rims, man. That journaling saves lives out here. Saves lives. Trade me in for sure. For sure. Always, man. Just again, like I tell everybody, man, them ups and downs, positive, negatives, all that good stuff, man. That's a part of everybody's life, man. There is nobody's life on the planet right now where every day, all day, a bunch of good is happening. Like, everybody has points in their lives where where so-called bad things are happening, so-called good things are happening, man. A lot of times some people tend to highlight the negatives way more than the positives. It's almost like if you was a content creator on YouTube, or if you had a blog or something where you was typing and everybody was rocking with your content, and you had 2 or 3 people with negative comments, and you just chose to overly focus on the 2 or 3 negative comments, whole while thousands of people were showing you love. Like, some people just wired like that. Some people are wired to just acknowledge all of the bad and just overlook the good. We got to stop doing that, man. You got a bunch of people rocking with you, but those 3 negative comments bothering you more than the thousands of people showing you love. Don't be like that, man. Hey, acknowledge all the love that you get, especially when the love is outweighing the hate. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Santana, peace. What's happening? What's happening? Air review for sure, man. A lot of times we tend to do that, man. That's why I say journaling is crucial. You know what I'm saying? Write it down. Document it. Document it. Yeah, Zeke, and that's what I'm saying, man. You people avoid them emotions. You know what I'm saying? We good, but we not. We good, but we not. Y'all know it, y'all. Hey, black men, they know what I'm talking about. Hey, how you feel? I'm good. No, we not. No, we not. We black men in the wilderness of North America, man. There's a lot of things that can go wrong the moment we step outside. The moment we step outside, it's a lot that can go wrong when you a black man in the wilderness of North America, especially depending on where you live. A lot can go. As soon as I walk out this door, it's a lot that can go wrong. So now we not really good. We not as good as we think. It's a lot that can go wrong for the black man as soon as we walk out. As soon as we walk out the door, something can go wrong. A cop having a bad day, that's it for us. One of our brothers having a bad day and he dealing with self-hatred and he decided to take out somebody that look like him because he hates himself, then that's it for us again. You know what I'm saying? We go to the white side of town and they not feeling us, that can be it. Like, man, it's so much that can go wrong. It's so much that can go wrong. Then we in a society now where a lot of our sisters are blaming us for nonsense that we ain't even participating in.